gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Showdown.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of the Bury the Booking podcast, wrestling podcast. My name is Del, back in the saddle once again with Devin. Devin, how are you?
Hanging in there, doing great.
Doing great. Great week. Pretty good week. Okay week. All of the above in pro wrestling. I guess that's, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. There's no real segue. We don't have nothing to really ease you in here. Not this week. We're just gonna jump right in it. We got
no Vaseline this week.
No Vaseline this week. We're just going straight in.
Oh, my side hurt. That was inappropriate.
Straight into it. We got a PLE to talk about. We got a couple episodes of WWE to talk about. We got AEW to talk about, which, you know, we'll talk about that. But let's take it from the top. Let's finish off what we talked about last week, which was the first of the draft. And the draft continued on Monday, which was the beginning of the week for WWE. Before we talk about that and where people landed and the change up or shake ups, how did you feel about Raw as a whole?
Raw was interesting. There was a few segments few matches that happened that really stuck out to me. Okay. That's pretty much it. Raw was good for, you know, the show before PLE.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing crazy, you know.
Nah.
Liv Morgan talking more trash.
Yeah.
But she should.
Revenge tour.
I still think Liv should be champion.
Not down with Becky being a champion still.
Nah, I don't like Becky Lynch.
I mean, unless we're leading up to Liv defeating Becky, so we get, you know, that win under her, get her more.
Yeah,
you know,
that I'm cool with.
She gets a win. She gets to take the title off of Becky. That elevates Liv a little bit more. By having a win over Becky, should that be the thing that transpires?
Yeah, and you got good to see Gunther getting back in the ring, doing things. What else went down? Oh, the bull. Logan Paul need to be fined.
Talk about smoking JD Madonna with the with Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl rings.
He need to be fined for that.
Yeah, that was it. That was when I seen that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he took it though.
He did.
He took it for much trash as, you know, JD get. He took it.
Yeah,
and then came back out and wrestled.
Yeah, he ate that one.
You know, you got what's the bull? Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, Braun making his return. Yeah,
coming back.
His return, yeah, after being drafted.
I'm cool with that. That was good to see him in there. You know, Chad Gable out there, still being the best Chad Gable we can get.
Being the best version of Chad Gable.
Yeah, well, Sami Zayn deserved that. Because you don't just come out and kick my man in the face while he doing work, making deals. You just came out of nowhere.
Laid him right on out backstage, yeah.
Yeah, and then what happened? He got in the ring. He put hands on you.
Yeah, I mean, as he should have.
And
I mean, justification for what happened earlier in the night, of course.
Well, things happen. I don't. Chad Gable shouldn't get the belt. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I'm liking this Chad Gable.
All right. I kind of want him to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
I kind of want a reign out of this Chad Gable.
But he got to keep that viciousness up though.
Yeah.
You can't downplay it.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to be ready.
It's fresh.
Look at what he did though. Look at how he motivated Maxine Dupree. Come on.
See? Yeah.
She went in there doing work against Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
Off the bat. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, who this?
Who is this?
That Chad Gable motivation. He told her, this is what you need to do. Yeah, she lost, but it wasn't her fault though. It wasn't her fault. She did. She lost sight for a second and got pinned.
Yeah. But
she was doing work for a couple minutes.
Yeah, she could
have won that.
Yeah, she was a better Maxine Dupree.
Yeah. That went down. That Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, even though that's her last time on Raw.
Supposedly, yeah. I mean, the brand thing doesn't really mean much, if anything. But yes, that's supposed to be her last. Until everything's supposed to be official, starting this week.
What do you got? Naomi and Stratton beating each other up in the.
Oh yeah.
In the crowd, I didn't see that coming.
And
it's good to have that little rival. And that was it. Oh, a good match was, Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade against the Judgment Day.
Yeah. Listen,
that was good.
Yeah, that was a good match, especially leading into Jey Uso and Damian Priest at Backlash. The main event match for their world title.
Let me tell you something now. You know how much Ricochet is such trash?
Mm-hmm.
He's such trash, they gave him a belt. Speed champion.
Have you watched any of Speed?
No.
Are you going to watch any of Speed?
I don't know. Maybe. But I never seen any of it. But I know that belt don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
Nothing.
That's just something.
Your wife... is very popular, more popular than you are.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have a job. Real stuff, Ricochet.
Samantha came in, now she's his support.
That's it. Every time she signed a contract, she'd be like, make sure my boo stays on. Because we can't lose her. We can lose you.
Yeah, we can deal without Ricochet. We need Samantha Irvin. Protect Samantha Irvin at all costs.
You got that little Speed Championship belt. That's a joke. Yeah. That's like giving him a Walmart wrestling belt. I know Jones WWE belt you get from Walmart made out of plastic.
Yeah.
3 times the size it should be. Here you go.
Yeah,
keep you relevant.
Yeah, here you go. You're my little champ.
He didn't even come out with the belt.
I think he won it
after.
Yeah, I think he won it Wednesday. Yeah, I think they do speed. The speed matches are on X on Wednesdays.
Give him that belt. Pathetic. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Threw him a bone.
Yeah, why not? But yeah. So about Raw and about the rest of the draft, because that was they were leaning heavy on the second round, or the second night, I should say, of the draft, and we talked about the first night. we talked about the lack of shakeups. There were a lot of picks that just were kayfabe. They were protecting their investments and protecting their wrestlers and their superstars for brands. So they were redrafting people that we have already seen, and we were like, well, this is a waste of time. Why not just draft someone new so we see that? Because whatever. But we got a little more for Raw, like on Raw. Like we got a little more shakeups. We got a little more people changing destinations than we did on SmackDown, which was good. So they saved a lot of that stuff for that. But let's just from the WWE website, I just want to go through Raw's and SmackDown's draft picks real quick so we can see what the rosters look like, slight changes to the rosters. So for which is supposed to start this coming week. So the drafts are a lock, quote unquote, for this week. So this will be our rosters going forward. So for the draft picks for Monday Night Raw, we have the champions who don't go anywhere, obviously. So Damian Priest is staying on Raw, Becky Lynch, Sami Zayn, Awesome Truth, Miz, and R-Truth. We also have on Raw, not moving, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins. We got Braun Breaker, Liv Morgan, your boy Ricochet, Sheamus, Alpha Academy, who goes nowhere either. Kiana James is coming over from NXT. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, not moving anywhere. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, who are coming over to Monday Night Raw. Hopefully we actually see them on TV. Ivar, who's going nowhere. Imperium, which is Ludwig and Gunther. Giovanni Vinci got exited out the last time.
Yeah, they got to make room for Dragunov.
It could happen. It could happen. Coming over to Raw is going to be Damage Control.
Yeah.
So Damage Control coming over. That's Io, Dakota, Asuka. So
I don't know why we still got Io Sky. She ain't doing nothing.
We'll see. CM Punk, Braun Strowman, who we talked about. The LWO coming over. So there's something. Ray and Dominic are on the same show again.
See what happens with that.
Yeah, back again. Drew McIntyre not going anywhere. Judgment Day not going anywhere. Ilya Dragunov is now a part of Monday Night Raw. As we talked about, the New Day not going anywhere, right? New Day was on Raw, I believe. Yeah, so they're staying. Lyra Valkyria coming up from NXT. The Final Testament from SmackDown is coming over to Raw. We got Bronson Reed, who not going anywhere. Natalya coming over. Caden Carter and Katana Chance are part of Monday Night Raw as well. Odyssey Jones, who got drafted before and was never seen or heard from. We just wasted a TV spot drafting him again, and we'll see if he actually shows up.
Maybe this time. Maybe this is the time.
Maybe we'll see if he shows up. Who knows? Dijak coming from NXT to Monday Night Raw. We got the Creed brothers and Ivy Now not going anywhere, staying on Monday Night Raw. And we got New Catch Republic with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne coming over from SmackDown. So that's Raw now. Raw, couple new faces.
Yeah.
Final Testament coming over from SmackDown. We'll see if they do anything with that. The LWO coming over is notable. I mean, it's Rey Mysterio, so New Catch Republic adds to the tag team division. I should possibly. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do with Lyra Valkyria. Maybe former NXT Women's Champion. We'll see if they do something with her. We'll see if Odyssey Jones shows up. I don't know. I doubt it, but we'll see. Moving over to SmackDown, we're gonna just run through SmackDown's picks really quickly. We got champions not going anywhere. Obviously, we got Cody, Bayley, Logan Paul, A-Town Down Under. We have Bianca Belair not moving. Carmelo Hayes, who was doing work on SmackDown, officially is a part of SmackDown now. Randy Orton not going anywhere. Nia Jax coming over from Raw to SmackDown. LA Knight not going anywhere. Staying put. Bloodline staying put. Well, new Bloodline, but still staying put because the Bloodline act was on SmackDown anyway. So AJ Styles staying put. Andrade coming over to SmackDown, even though he was just on, like, literally just signed Raw like a month or so ago, but whatever. The OC, part of SmackDown, staying there. Baron Corbin coming up from NXT again. Cedric Alexander and Ashanti staying on SmackDown. I think they were featured a few times on SmackDown. We'll see what happens. Jade Cargill, part of SmackDown. Kevin Owens, not going anywhere, part of SmackDown. The Pride, which is the Street Profits, B-Fab, and Bobby Lashley, not going anywhere. Tiffany Stratton, not going anywhere. Legado del Fantasma, staying on SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura, that's one noteworthy, coming from Raw to SmackDown. So we'll see if a fresh coat of paint for Shinsuke, but you still want him to retain the same gimmick of randomly attacking people.
Yes.
Which, I mean,
random.
Yeah, just completely random, which here's hoping.
Got new people.
Yeah, new set of people to attack randomly. You got Naomi, SmackDown, of course. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Pretty Deadly, also staying put. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell coming over from Raw. And as we talked about last week, that was obvious that they were going to, DIY was going to come over. Like we were talking with the whole, with Candice and Johnny Gargano. I'm like, as soon as they drafted Candice and Indy, I'm like, well, DIY is going to SmackDown, and DIY went to SmackDown. So those two tag teams respectively are going to be a part of SmackDown now. Blair Davenport comes up from NXT. Apollo Crews again. We'll see if we ever see him. Giovanni Vinci, we'll see if we ever see him, because it looks like this a solo career for Giovanni Vinci is going to spell the end. I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm not holding out hope. And Tegan Knox rounds out for the WWE website for the draft picks.
Not upset. Is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how they integrate some of the new, acts, some new changes, things like that. We just, we went into, and we're coming off of the Backlash PLE that was came from France. That happened yesterday. We talked a little bit before the podcast, and you enjoyed the fact that it was a 1:00 in the afternoon show.
Yes.
So you're liking when they go international, because the time
is better.
It's not nighttime for you. It's not bedtime for you.
Wow. It was like 7 p.m. in France when it started. I'm like, all right, y'all can stay up all night.
And they seemed like they were going to stay up all night because they were very energetic.
Crowd was wild. France did everything.
They were very excited to have a WWE PLE there. They were very
singing.
excited.
So, I'm sitting like, who sings Randy Orton music like that? They singing everything.
Yeah, they were. They were on fire.
When Cody Rhodes came out,
they were.
Music was done. They still singing.
Yeah, they were. They were a lively bunch.
Yeah,
they were a very lively bunch.
I didn't understand a lot of stuff that was being said, but I got the gist of it.
Yeah. I mean, a very, very, very lively bunch. While we're on the topic of Backlash, you had all your faculties about you. It was very early in the day, prime time living for you.
Yes.
So you were able to see and absorb everything without, you had your, you had your bearings together. You had your bearings straight. So how did you like the PLE? Not a long one, not a lengthy one. We had matches that got straight to the point. We had, what was it, maybe 5 matches on the show? I think it was a 5-match PLE.
Exactly 5.
Yeah. So 5-match PLE. Everything had some remnants of a story about it. So, how did you feel about Backlash from France?
There were some of the stuff I didn't care about.
Okay.
Starting off with the whole Randy Orton and Kevin Owens against the Bloodline. Perfect.
Mm.
I was excited.
Yeah, this one was wild. They started hot.
Mm-hmm.
They had a whole, uncontrollable brawl, and Nick Aldis turned it into a street fight. So it was perfect.
So that was awesome.
I think the crowd would have been hyped for an arm wrestling match, as loud as they was, but they gave them a street fight,
and it was great. That was perfect way of starting it off. Yeah, get everybody excited. My people in my house were excited. It was very entertaining, and also predictable.
Yes, yeah, You're not gonna. Bloodline wasn't gonna take a loss here.
No, not what they're trying to build up to.
Yeah, like they have to be a big threat to warrant, the eventual return of Roman Reigns, and everyone's.
Oh, you think he's coming back?
Roman will be back.
Yeah,
but it'll be a while. It'll be a while. They got to build this. They got to build this up first.
I think that the having Solo run the Bloodline is good while he's out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're ultimately going to get that Bloodline Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get the the original Bloodline versus new Bloodline.
Because the Usos getting back together. I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. At
Usos are definitely gonna get back together.
Yeah, at some point it's gonna, they're gonna collab with Roman, and they're gonna go against this new bloodline that Solo is putting together right now. So so let's talk about the new bloodline that Solo is putting together. We know it's Tama Tonga, and now it's Tonga Loa. Like his brother is there as well. So we're in the thick of it. So it's Solo is making moves. Solo is adding members. Solo is creating his own bloodline essentially, and I'm here for it. It's
a better one.
Yeah, a more vicious, a more a more ass beaty.
Yeah,
bloodline. They definitely lean on the violent side of things. So Solo likes to get things done, it looks like. And they were definitely doing that in the street fight. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this continues to go. Solo doesn't look like he's done possibly adding members. You never know.
I thought about who, but I'm gonna hold off on speculating on who I feel as though might be coming back. Cause I got a couple ideas of at least one or two more that should join Solo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see what this week look like, and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents on that one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple fantasy pick members for the bloodline, but we'll see how this plays out, and then maybe we can we'll discuss. We'll have a conversation.
It is. There's one guy who's just been rattling my head. I'm like, oh yeah, he could either go help the guy who I'm thinking of could either go help Jimmy and Jay when they reconnect, but from what I've known of him, he probably gonna go with Solo.
Okay.
So
all right, fair enough.
I got some ideas coming out.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So so we got that. Obviously, the bloodline defeated Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in this street fight match to open Backlash, which again started off hot. The next matchup was the triple threat match for the women's title, I believe. It was Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and the defending champion Bayley. How did we enjoy this match? The crowd enjoyed it. Again, the crowd enjoyed everything.
Yeah.
This show, like they were all over the place.
I don't see why Tiffany Stratton is so hot right now. I don't get it.
Not the best match. Not the best match. Not the best, not the best showcase of her talents, I should say, in this matchup, because you had to deal with the triple threat situation, so it wasn't.
There's so many showboating for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of her thing, but
I don't know. Something about her.
Something about you disapprove.
Something about it don't add up. It just don't feel right. Like this. Like it feels like you got the appearance of a babyface, but you try and be a heel. And I don't think you fit either one of those roles.
I mean, like in NXT, she was very heavily leaned on the heel role, and was, and even coming to SmackDown, but she got over, and people like her in spite of the fact of her still being heelish. So she gets cheered even though she's, clearly a heel. It's wrestling fans. It happens.
I don't know why people are fans of her. I don't get it. I don't like the gimmick.
That's fair.
I don't sit right.
That's fair.
Change it up.
That's fair. I'm not 100% in on the gimmick. Like I've seen it. It's been done, but I do like her in-ring skills. Like I like she has a certain fluidity about things, especially being not coming from the whole being built from the ground up thing. Like Triple H's grabs like people who have athletic backgrounds, not necessarily professional wrestling backgrounds, and build them up. So she
said she's been in like 2 years or something.
Yeah, I like how she's taken to wrestling, and she gets it. Like she definitely gets it. So that part of it, like I definitely do I do enjoy and respect the hell out of all of that, because she definitely gets it in that terms, in that respect. But this match with Bayley and Naomi wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad match. It was predictable. Like there's no way Bayley's dropping that title that soon. Like
no, she don't deserve it.
Like not coming off of the win at WrestleMania, that journey, the whole story with Damage Control, and finally getting rid of Damage Control now that they've been drafted over to Monday Night Raw. So Bayley gets a fresh set of challengers and gets that behind her. So I feel like Bayley definitely needed to continue to be champion. So we see where it goes.
I think she's gonna lose it, not soon, but she's not gonna. WrestleMania, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't even think maybe SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But it has to go.
Yeah. I don't see a very, very lengthy title reign for Bayley.
No.
Anything could happen, but I don't see it. We'll just we got to figure out who. Hey, maybe she loses to Nia Jax and everybody gets mad.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking when Nia Jax was like, "Oh, she going to SmackDown? Oh, she gonna go right after Bayley."
I mean, and she should.
And that'll be. I'll be okay with that. Go after her, try to get this belt, get the belt, piss everybody off.
Oh yeah, just be everybody would hate it.
Just be arrogant, disrespectful.
Yes, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Like with Better Way, just to get under everybody's skin. Like if people, like everyone would flock every week to see
what she's doing.
Yeah, and to see who can finally beat like Nia Jax, because everyone collectively hates Nia Jax. So I feel like that. I feel like that'll work.
Just have her. And here's just have her run through bodies.
Yeah.
You need a powerhouse for and and who can take her?
Yeah, I mean, people say what they
Liv
will about
Morgan
Nia
did beat
Jax,
her, but
she gets reactions. She gets a negative reaction. The one that you want sometimes, the one you don't want, but
yeah,
you can lean on it and just play off of that, and just annoy the hell out of people.
Everybody and she doesn't even have to keep it long. I think that belt needs to go through several hands, till it finds that person is really worth having it stick with.
Right, yeah, maybe not a hot potato situation, but a couple okay title reigns between people. Yeah, I can see that.
Because who on SmackDown need the belt? Well, Jade Cargill, they just won the tag team.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so we'll keep them doing that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what if everything's done with the triple threat situation, with Naomi being in the picture and Tiffany Stratton being in the picture, now Jax now coming over. I don't know. We'll see where they go with this now. Essentially hitting the reset button. Now that the draft's over. We'll see how that goes. Next up was Damian Priest and Jey Uso for the WWE World Title.
I'm liking the fact that match was fine.
Yeah, match was okay. Yeah, match was fine.
I'm waiting for the next episode where Priest finds out that they interfered with his match.
Yeah, so he was none too pleased about JD McDonough being out there. Finn Balor, I don't think he's seen Finn.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so yeah, so Finn he did not see out there interfering in the match, and of course Damian Priest is of the mindset right now that the Judgment Day needs him, and he does not need the Judgment Day. So
if it wasn't for them, he would have lost.
So the plot will thicken with that, but yeah, it was a good match. Like I enjoyed this match. Again, predictable. I think all of this, we would have got hundreds on this test if you were predicting the outcome of this. Like, this was a no-brainer. It was right after WrestleMania. They don't really shift a whole lot of stuff right after WrestleMania, like on the Backlash, for the most part. And if they do, it's really obvious things that they will go with. But yeah, there was no way Damian Priest was losing the title here to Jey Uso, even though everyone loves Jey Uso, which is fine. But this ain't it.
I want Damian Priest to lose against somebody dumb. and with the interference of the Judgment Day, like, they're the reason it cost him the belt. I want him to lose. Jesus, who? Somebody who is just a nobody. just
somebody they catapult, like, yeah, you look in the history books, this guy's world champion.
Somebody, I'm trying to think.
Akira Tozawa beats him.
Wow. That would shoot Alpha Academy to the moon. That would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because you got AJ Styles, Andrade, Austin Theory, and them. They can't do it because
well, yeah, they're on SmackDown.
They're on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Looking for Raw. Who can take that belt?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Tazama.
I mean, maybe we're getting to this whole split between Damian and Judgment Day, and we get Drew McIntyre back in the picture, and Drew McIntyre actually gets that title off of him. Which
I'd be okay with Drew taking it. I would really be okay with Drew.
Drew gets his win back, then Punk comes back, then you
takes it.
You got that already built in rivalry between Drew and Punk, so you have a main event, title feud right there as well. And I'm pretty sure Damian Priest will be feuding with Judgment Day for a while. So I mean, I could see that.
Carlito go to SmackDown or Raw.
Carlito got drafted to Raw with LWO, which was weird, but
give it to Carlito. He already out there doing crazy stuff, attacking people. I have never been more invested in LWO before in my life. I don't even know what's going on with Carlito.
Carlito out there doing some crazy stuff. It's funny because he got drafted over with the LWO, even though he attacked them. So
just follow him over.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of videos of him just randomly throwing people on the walls, and I'm like, what's going on with Carlito? We don't know. He's
acting out.
That Latin fire.
He's acting out.
Yeah.
Been overlooked for too long.
So he did say that though.
Hey, look,
he did say that.
He ain't wrong.
He did say that.
Again.
Like, I've been here. They did me dirty.
Again, Rey Mysterio, man. Everybody blames Rey.
Well, he a bad father, bad friend, bad leader. Rey's struggling.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio's he's in a little bit of peril right now.
Mm-hmm.
So next up we had for the tag team championships on the women's side, we had Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Shocker, again, very predictable.
Yeah.
They're not losing to the Kabuki Warriors here. So obviously we have new women's tag team champions in Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I mean, the match was all right, I guess, for the most part. Towards the end, I
didn't mind it.
Towards the end, it got a little weird, but
well,
the outcome was we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, and they're going to be tag team champions for a long time.
I would keep it on them for a very long time. I would keep it on them until you decide you want to start planting the seeds of a rivalry between them two.
Mm-hmm.
And then some mishap happens, and then they wind up splitting and losing the title, splitting, and all that. Oh, I hit a spring.
Oh
yeah, I see you looking like, what was that sound?
It's because they just kind of forgot about Naomi.
Yeah, I mean,
they kind of forgot about her.
But she, she was chasing the world title, so she was okay. She was a little busy, Yeah,
they're gonna be champion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go see Naomi and them too often. Like Jade and Bianca are gonna be doing work in the tag division.
But you can already see,
and they're bouncing from being that's interchangeable, so they're gonna be a part of Raw as well. So they're gonna be on Raw and SmackDown also.
Yeah, but you can see the discord between them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jade already looks frustrated every time Bianca opens her mouth. Every time. And I'm like, all right, I can see what's going on here.
You gotta give him a long reign, and then like they just play all the videos of like Jade looking like it's been
give it that side eye like that's how you do it. Give him that long reign. Yeah. Have him lose the belts to somebody.
Be like,
Jade for 8 months, tripping like I'm sick of you.
Yeah, for 8 months I've had to listen to yeah.
I'm tired of carrying you, and they go at it.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But again, very predictable. Very predictable outcome for that one. So we got new tag team champions for the women. Again, we'll see them on Raw and SmackDown because the women's titles they travel. Women's tag team championships travel. And we brings us to our main event for WWE Backlash was AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. Cody Rhodes.
This is the match that I cared nothing about.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see a good match because, you know, I'm a huge fan of AJ Styles and I know it wasn't going to be a bad match. And then,
Yeah.
But we all knew where this was going.
But it's AJ Styles.
We knew where this was going.
Who cares?
I like angry AJ.
Like, it is if he was angry at something for a reason. Now it just seems like he just, I'm pissed at everybody. Where are you focused?
He's mad.
Well,
he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed every day. That's his gimmick.
He does. Like, you know, Cody did say he used to watch him as a kid.
Called him old.
Because he is old. Old man. Grumpy.
It's disrespectful.
So angry with life. Everything.
There comes a point in time in a man's life where he wakes up and it's just like, I'm just
F
mad.
the world.
I'm just mad at everybody. AJ hit that. AJ's living out that angry at the world, you know.
He needs a different focus. I think, and I'm trying to think, like, who can he focus on to go after? Can you not get, Cody's not losing the belt.
No. No.
What other belts out there he can go for?
I mean, you got Logan Paul's the U.S. champion right now, so, and I don't know what's going on with all that.
Well, they're not going to, because Logan Paul signed that contract with all that Prime stuff.
Yeah,
that's part of his contract to keep the belt.
Yeah, we're not. I don't see. I wouldn't put AJ anywhere in there anyway.
No,
he needs
not for nothing that low.
Maybe like a feud. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what AJ's next feud is. Unless
we get AJ just out there just hitting people.
Yeah, unless he's like, you know what, I'm still not done with Cody, and he just attacks Cody again. I don't know.
No, that's done. It's old. He lost.
He did lose.
Fair and square.
You know, yeah, he lost, but you know,
it was clean.
It was.
I'm thinking AJ needs to find. If he's going to keep this angry dad, you know, thing going. I need to see more randomness.
Okay.
I need to see more of him just going out there and just be like, you know what? I don't like you. For no reason. I don't like you.
Maybe Shinsuke Nakamura picks him, and then maybe AJ picks Shinsuke, and then they just like, yo, I don't like you. No, I don't like you. And then they because they don't, because there was, you know, they have a history.
I'm for that.
They have a history.
I'm for that.
Just randomly pick back up where they left off and just start
2-3 weeks
for no reason.
Of 2 or 3 weeks of them just sneak tacking each other. Right? Random. Don't even tell fans. Just camera it right there. Shinsuke hitting, take him down. Then AJ come back, retaliate. And Shinsuke. Then all of a sudden, AJ's at Shinsuke's home, kicking in doors, and don't say nothing. Nothing. Fans is like, yo, what is going on between them?
Yeah, they'll randomly cut to like a backstage segment, and they're just like 5 minutes into like a brawl, back there and nobody says anything.
And then you give them that match. And then you give them that match. No DQ, falls count everywhere, weapons, chairs, everything. Just throw them in. That's 2 months worth of content. Right there.
Yeah.
You keep Shinsuke hot. You keep AJ hot. And then when it's done, they go find new people.
They just do it again to somebody else. AJ needs to go after anybody. Like, I don't mind the angry AJ, but I need him focused. You need him to be angry at someone about something in particular.
And no, not particular. Just focus on one person.
Okay, just somebody.
He could be like, I I don't like your intro music.
Well, you know, his whole feud with LA Knight was the fact that he didn't get it.
Yes, and I enjoyed that because I don't get it. I don't get it. I understood where AJ was coming from. I didn't understand. I still don't understand LA Knight.
That was a valid reason for him to just like, you know what? I don't get it.
Yes, and I'm for it.
And I'm mad. I don't get it, and I'm mad.
I was okay with that. That was great because I understood why AJ Styles was mad. I don't get LA Knight either. I don't see the whole hype of him.
That's fair.
I don't get it.
That's
You're the
fair.
Rock and Stone Cold mixed. And the worst of both of them, to be honest.
And the worst of both of them.
You know? You stole Macho Man Randy Savage Slim Jims. Fuck you, LA Knight. Hey, I'm sorry.
And we're back to that. It took us a while, but we got back there.
I'm sorry.
But obviously Cody wins this. Obviously Cody successfully defends his title, and we move on from there. We'll see what Cody's next feud is. Who knows? Again, the reset button. We'll see whatever, you know, what the new SmackDown looks like. With new, you know, maybe they integrate somebody that just came over from Raw. Who knows? We'll see what they do this week for Raw and SmackDown, respectfully. Which brings us to, are we back?
I think so.
I think we're back.
I was sitting here and it just said,
yeah, it was just like, nope.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to do video editing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it brought us. It brought us right to technical difficulties.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
Jeez. What were you about to say?
Before I was so rudely interrupted, I was about to segue into AEW, which is probably why this happened.
Yeah.
Nah, I kid. We get
I know. AEW had a handful of moments.
A handful. I mean, it had more of a handful than it usually does. So, you know, let's just get this AEW thing over with. Piggybacking off of the Tony Khan angle from the previous week, with the Young Bucks and Okada and Jack Perry returning and them beating up and laying out Tony Khan. The Elite's running the show now. So, you know, shocker, surprise. We all knew where that was going, but all in all, I mean, they're doing something. Something's happening in AEW. And
yeah, they got a new opening showcase.
Yeah, so they did a new opening for Dynamite with Matt and Nick Jackson. First, the Dynamite started with Tony Khan in the neck brace, talking about he couldn't travel, yada, 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 all this and that. And then Matt and Nick hijacked that. And then they take over the show because they're in power right now, because they said, you know, part of the contracts that they have is if Tony Khan's incapable, then they're running the show. So it looks like Matt and Nick Jackson are currently running the show, and they got a new Dynamite opening, which was just all Elite clips, that was it. Which is, I mean, that's great. I was entertained by that. I'm okay with that. Like,
yes.
You know, just give us something every week, you know, like that. As long as the Young Bucks are in control, just start smearing Elite everywhere. Am I the biggest fan of Elite? No, but this is something. This is you know, this is something different, and you know, something that you can definitely expand on, which is good. So they segue that into the opening segment, which was Swerve Strickland coming out with the AEW World Title, you know, trying to find out who his new challenger was. The Elite, again, running the show, playing into it. They selected his opponent. How did you feel about the selection of opponent for Swerve.
I needed Christian Cage to come back.
Yeah,
I needed Christian Cage to come back.
I figured you would be,
because he didn't disappoint at all.
No, not
at all.
No, Christian's gold, man. He never disappoints. He never disappoints. So yeah, no, I'm okay with that. You know, it's, and then they kind of played it up, you know, saying like former champion, Canadian, and all this and that. And everyone knew that Omega was coming back, you know, later on in the evening. But if you know anything about wrestling and AEW and you're following it, you know Kenny Omega is not clear to wrestle. So
yeah,
so you kind of get that out of your head, even though they were trolling with that. But Christian Cage returns, and you know Christian gets right to business.
Yeah,
gets right to cutting nasty asshole promos, attack Swerve, put him down, talked about Swerve's daughter, saying, you know, she's gonna have a father she could be proud of.
Didn't Swerve's the one that went in there, breaks into people's homes? Like,
he did.
You better watch out, Christian.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, and he beat the living tar out of Nick Wayne. So he you know, which, you know, came full circle. Christian referenced that. Christian mentioned that. So, and you know, they mentioned their match at Wembley and everything like that. So there's, you know, there's story there, which is good. But Christian orders Kill Switch to rip out one of the dreads.
I got his hair, yo. It's crazy. What are you doing?
Look, man. Apparently pissing off the champion. But, you know, we're building something here, which is fine. I'm okay with this. Is it like the most exciting like match right now, you know, for Double or Nothing? It's like, oh my God, it's going to be Swerve versus Christian Cage. Like, is that going to sell the pay-per-view for me? No, not at all. But you know, it's something. We're doing something. We're building something. We'll see how much more we lean into it. We'll see how much more of the stakes and the ante can get upped in this rivalry. Because, like you said, Swerve is capable of some things. Christian is definitely capable of some things. So, you know, we have potential to get there. We don't have long to get there, but we could do something to build it up a little bit more.
Nick Wayne's mom.
Okay. I'm not upset.
That's all you got to do.
Swerve came from the kidnap era of NXT. Because, NXT, there was a time in NXT where kidnappings were just happening. Like, I don't know what was going on in the writing room in NXT, but somebody was about kidnapping. I'm like, why is everyone getting kidnapped in NXT?
That's what you need. All you got to do.
Good old-fashioned kidnapping.
Old-fashioned kidnapping. And have Prince Nana hold her until after the match. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, you know, now, I mean, I can see Christian and his team kidnapping Prince Nana now.
Ain't nobody care about Nana.
You know, being now that, you know, Swerve is kind of taking it, leaning a little bit, not all the way, but leaning a little bit more into the, you know, embracing the baby face.
Strickland should just be like keeping.
I mean, I yes, but you know, so we got something there. Before we get to the main thing about Dynamite, and that which spilled a little bit into Rampage because they had the 3-hour show Dynamite and Rampage on Wednesday night. Was there anything else really that stood out to you for Dynamite or for the night in general?
First, I need to see more Buddy Matthews.
Buddy's awesome.
I don't like Adam Copeland, but I need to see more Buddy Matthews. Come on.
Hey, look, no, Buddy's awesome.
But what stuck out the most was that scream from Isaiah Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
When Joe threw him in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was planned.
Yeah, he does that scream a lot. That's his,
okay.
Yeah, that's his thing. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
one of his. Yeah, that's one of his things.
That was a funny match.
Yeah, he ate that somersault over the top like that.
Yeah,
he ate all that.
I thought the match was funny. It was entertaining. Good to see Joe still out there collecting that check.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for a match that was kind of just there. It was like we're gonna have Samoa Joe versus Isaiah Cassidy because why
but
not?
Other than that, what else happened? Oh, Jericho. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
My daughter was like, "Isn't he too old to be wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah, we all think so. We all think so."
Wrestling wise, no, but Chris Jericho right now is not looking like he should be.
I'm in better shape than Chris Jericho.
I mean, he's out there working. I get it.
If it wasn't for Big Bill, he would have lost.
Do I care? No, I don't. I'm not. I'm over. I've been over Chris Jericho for quite a long time. Not a knock to him or anything. I'm just done.
I'm knocking him. Trash. Hang it up.
Yeah, I could go either way with it. Like I could care less.
Put a suit on and stand around. Get on commentary. Because AEW needs better commentary.
Yeah. But the Jericho. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need a whole lot of Jericho segments, even though I know we're gonna get them. That's you're gonna get Chris Jericho on AEW TV, but whatever.
And that was it. I can't think of nothing else.
Yeah, no, I mean it was other than the fact that they're doing a few things. I need them to do a few more, but the things that they are doing, I'm okay with. I'm a little more interested in. So that is going to just take us right over to the main angle of AEW right now, which is the all the stuff involving the Elite, all the stuff involving the Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry, and it turned into Kenny Omega returns to to Canada. He's came out and he was actually out there. It was a very, very good grounded promo. Like I was listening to him. He was giving an update on things and on his condition and everything with that. But with that, and like I said last week, it was so predictable that when you announce Kenny Omega coming back after they just beat up Tony Khan, and then you're like, oh, Kenny Omega's return to Canada. I'm like, yeah, that's another victim for the Elite to establish them, being complete and total D-bags.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we got here. But they did it in a way where, first of all, let's talk about that, because Kenny, he does his promo, he says everything that he says, and then we get Okada, and Okada comes out. Okada's just pretty much telling him, look, I'm the captain now, essentially. And that gets Jack Perry out. Jack Perry attacks him, and not for nothing, Kenny Omega turned the tables and just like he hit his super he hit his super button for a minute, because he was on fire. Like Kenny Omega looked like nothing wrong with him for a minute.
He, anti-inflammatories and painkillers will allow you to do that.
Yeah,
what he has.
Yeah,
like it's no joke, man.
Yeah, for a minute there, you forgot about it, because he was doing stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like, but and then of course he takes the gut shot, which we knew it was gonna happen,
and then the announcers was like, oh, he rupture and sepsis. I mean, no, that's not how that works. But thank you.
Yeah, you got to play it up, but we do know he's not coming right back. So this is a better way. Like you get you get the Elite something else to do, another big thing to talk about. Like they put down Tony Khan, they put down Kenny Omega after Kenny said, he was another EVP and he has power and things like that. So you remove that person to give them more power and give them more of a chokehold on AEW, so to speak. I just hope it continues to turn into more, which it still has the potential to. Like, I didn't feel like we regressed in this angle yet in a week. I mean, it don't take AEW long to mess stuff up. It don't. It could take them 30 seconds. But I feel like we still got area to expand this and improve.
Yeah, you can do stuff.
Yeah, we're still in a good spot for AEW to start turning this thing around. He's gonna get more eyes on the product, probably not right now, but if we continue to do some things, maybe.
It can get better.
Yeah, it could get better.
It can definitely get better. And it looks like they're trying. Like they haven't given up.
No,
or anything
not
like
at
that.
all. Yeah, no. They're definitely trying something, and right now it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. Like I said, it spilled over into Rampage a little bit, like with Kenny getting the ambulance and them attacking him in the back and throwing him off of the stretcher onto the ground and everything like that. So they're definitely playing on this this evil Elite thing, and I'm not upset about it. Still, shocker. Like there's still hope.
We'll see. We'll see in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll see in a couple weeks. Like I said, they it don't take them long to fumble, but right now they haven't yet. So I just feel like they can expand on this and expand a little bit more on some other things, like the women's division. Of course, they got stuff going on still. Like we still have the women doing things, which is okay. We just we had the street fight.
With Willow.
Yeah, Willow and Sky Blue.
That was good.
Yeah,
it's good to see some tacks and some barbed wire.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, one thing AEW is going to do, they're just going to randomly give you, it's going to randomly give you some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is, whatever. But yeah, it's not working right now. So fingers crossed. We have a third week of the Barely Booking podcast where we talk about potential, or maybe something even better happens.
Better, yeah.
I hope for that, because I would like to see something better. Like I said, I'm pretty interested in what's going on right now. They have something, and it's not something that I'm like, oh, this is dumb, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm excited of the fact that they're trying something and it didn't completely fall flat on its face yet. So
we'll see next week.
We're optimistic here on the Barry the Booking podcast. We come on, AEW, give us another week or something. Give us something else. We can do this. I'm pulling for you. And that's going to do it for us for this week. with our words of encouragement for AEW in this week. Hopefully Wednesday turns out to be fantastic. Wednesdays, I don't want Wednesdays to just be for X-Men 97 right now. I want them to be for X-Men 97 for the couple episodes we got left, and for AEW. Let's do it, AEW. But again, thank you for listening to the Barry the Booking podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Follow us on all the socials. Listen to us wherever you like listening. Check us out on the YouTubes, because we're there as well. Trying to get some YouTube shorts up for you. Little fun, digestible bites of our pods for you to enjoy. Again, thank you for your support, and we will see you next time.